Tinubu supporters in hot prayer session for his success as Nigerian president. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu supporters were seen in a video praying for his success. They held on to the president's official photo and prayed for God to fix Nigeria through him. Speaking in Yoruba, they asked God to support the president and make Nigeria better during his tenure. President Tinubu had reminded Nigerians that the current challenges and hardships are temporary inconveniences that will pave the way for the nation's growth. A hike in standard of living, as in more than a 50% increase in average cost of everything, is not a convenience. I mean, an inconvenience, right? An inconvenience is not meant to make you suffer. It's not meant to do that. That's not inconvenience. There's a difference between inconvenience and suffering. So that's very interesting. And it's crazy. I think a lot of the times in Nigeria, I think cognitive dissonance is just on another level, as in it is crazy because, things happen repetitively in front of us, but we just refuse to see it. Not that we refuse to see it, it doesn't make sense to ring the bells that it should. Why do I say that? Because this is Tinubu, right? And to some, it's like, wait, can you not see this cognitive dissonance started before the elections? Like, can you not see that this individual, right? Take away personal opinion, whether you like him or not. Okay, great. Don't take away history, but for the sake of the argument, take away what you already know. All that. This individual has not shown you, has not spoken, hasn't demonstrated that he wants to serve you. He's demonstrated that he wants to be president, oh yeah, but he has not demonstrated that he wants to be president to serve the people. He hadn't showed that. So what would make you decide that, you know what, in fact, this is the person I'd vote for? What makes you think that? So it's like, even after he's won, he has removed subsidy, introduced certain policies that showed that he didn't really research. He did not think through it properly before he made his decision. And you are suffering. You can see people suffering. You see people, not even going to places. You see people using more public transport. You see people suffering to buy and purchase. Even you yourself, you have noticed the expensive rate of living, but you don't see how he has caused it. You are blind to the fact that he has not given you a plan. He just went with the flow to decide he was going to do something, but yet you are still praying for his success, right? So it's very like, I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. It's just, it baffles you. As I say, the cognitive dissonance is so much that even for you to try to explain, because when you're trying to explain to people, because I personally don't think Tinubu is the greatest president or even qualifies to qualify as a president, but he has his followers, and fair enough, okay, not everyone will like you and not everyone will completely hate you, but praying for him, it's just, it's crazy. I don't understand it. I really I really don't understand it. Wow, it's crazy. Let them pray very well. There is no hiding place and no peace for the wicked. Very interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. But I think even just praying in itself and going to that all the time is just, it just doesn't make sense. Because someone here says pray for him to be disqualified, He's not even disqualified. He's already been qualified. So you're basically trying to rip off everything. But yeah, people are literally praying and saying, instead pray for him to lose in court and for him to be, what's the word, removed as president. But I'm like, even that one is not going to be answered by prayer. Sometimes it's not necessarily expecting a miracle or something to happen in your favor that you cannot explain. Sometimes be able to explain, why an outcome you wanted happened. Rather than just wishful thinking. It doesn't make sense. It's crazy. It's crazy. Why are you people behaving like this? Tinubu is not doing badly. Should he hold the price of fuel not to go up after the regulation? Is he the one that didn't put your refineries to work? Yes, he should have put palliatives first, but you know that there is no budget for subsidies from July, as done by the last administration. And you just have to exercise patience. Wow. Well, I think that with the... See, that's the thing, right? So there's so much emphasis on political parties and the presidency and so much power, because if you had advisors or people, right? And I think this system, the constitution has those people in place, but they just are also in the corruption. If you see that, listen, it's not about an administration just passing, a role or something and then we just agree. No. It's what is best for the country, regardless of who the party is or who the president has been. So it's like, of course, it does not make sense. Why would you just stop the subsidy until your administration finished? It just looked like you wanted to loot until you left the office. That's what it looks like. So the problem, yes, we're not saying that Tinubu is the cause of all the problems, but in Lagos, we can't deny, okay, fine, he's a contributor to it, first of all. And secondly, if he was a president with a plan and a vision, he would have explained, because then again, it's also sort of correcting the expectations of the people you're leading and you're trying to serve, right? So, I don't think, obviously, yes, Peter Obi was very liked, but those supporting Peter Obi never gave the impression that he was going to go into office and within 1 month, 2 months, he would change the whole country. No. Put what you think in the comment section below and don't forget to like and subscribe.